Hi, Grace. Welcome to our little discussion today on how to use EFT tapping to reduce or eliminate negative emotions. We're going to have about 15 minutes together. Today is your Health and Wellness Fair for Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs, September 16th, 2021. So what I'd like to do is share my screen and show you what we have available to help our veterans and our active military that are returning home in between as well, and to also help staff members. So what you're seeing now, I'm going to open this up a little bit more, is a website that offers free services to veterans and all military status. We had a general that contacted us and said, hey, my guys know when they're coming back, they're having some difficulty readjusting for those few weeks, and then they have to go back. Could you help us out? Could you help the families out? And of course we said, okay. So it's called the Veteran Stress Solution. You can see the website at the top is stresssolution.org. No S at the end of solution. And there's 3 S's in the middle, stresssolution.org. When you get to this site, and we serve people all around the world. You don't have to be an American veteran or military to do this. Here's just some of our pictures. Here we have a testimonial from someone after just one round of tapping and how it freed them up. I love this phrase by Viktor Frankl. Everything can be taken from a man or a woman, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. So we can always have new thoughts that'll provide us new choices, provide us new actions and behaviors, and create new experiences. And those experiences will produce new emotions for us. Here we have links to our scientific research, a link to get help, a link for people that would like to volunteer their services with us. You can subscribe to our list and receive more information. Now, we provide real-time access to services, but not real-time. You can make your appointment for free, but our providers aren't on call. We have to give them at least 24 hours notice. So when you do want to access services, you can go by click help, and you will see that there's a pop-up that will come up that if you can't wait for those 24 hours, then we would like you to contact the Veterans Crisis Line and get support from there. Or we also have practitioners for EFT and tapping that are readily available for you at Tapping Place. But to continue to this site, you would just click here, and then you could look and see what our services are. Now, this was our little bunch of questions that we had you scrounge around for what modalities we offer for free. And for free, I mean, we offer 6 free sessions per person, 2 from each of these categories. And our categories are tapping, EFT, so you get to try it out for free. Reprogramming the subconscious, and that includes hypnotherapy, heart math, which is the science between how our brain and heart communicate and connect, and reprogramming the subconscious. We have descriptions of these that you can watch little videos of. So what I want to start with is learning more about EFT. So let me turn down my sound so you can hear this.
EFT tapping. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. EFT is a simple to use healing method with an 86% success rate for PTSD. If you are finding yourself unable to release or overcome persistent negative emotions, or having beliefs about yourself or others that you would like to change, EFT is likely a good fit for you. It has been clinically studied and found highly effective for PTSD, phobias, and psychological ailments such as depression and anxiety. Once you learn the basics, you can even use EFT on your own. EFT involves memory recall while tapping on specific acupoints of the body. If you are concerned about having to think or talk about an experience, don't worry. There are specific techniques designed to make sure the process feels safe and empowering to you. It is a client-led technique, so you are always in control.
And EFT has been an approved technique to be used within the VA. We also provide support for people that work with veterans to learn this technique and attend our training sessions for free. Then we have reprogramming the subconscious that you could listen to and learn more of, and life coaching. So you get two from each of these categories for free. And remember, the website is stresssolution.org. So what exactly is EFT? Well, in a nutshell, it's a type of acupressure combined with a cognitive science. And you can use this on something very small or on something larger with the help of a professional. You can do it on yourself for something very small. So, where in your body do you feel the emotional issues most strongly? Think about something that you'd like to address. Grace, is there something that you'd like to address today?
Yeah, sure.
Are you willing to give this a go?
Yeah. No, I've actually done this.
Then
I
let's
have experience with
demonstrate
tapping.
this.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, what is it that you'd like to turn down the volume of in your body or your mind?
I think something traumatic. Some of the parenting problems. Does it need to be traumatic or just emotions that I'm feeling?
Okay, it could be anything. While you're thinking of that, I'm just going to give our listeners just a little background about me. So, I'm Dr. Jan Colestro, and I'm the director for Stress Solution. And I've been a nurse for 45 years. And about 25 years ago, I became so in awe of the mind and the brain and its power to bring us in a way that's either good or not so good. And if we get into that driver's seat, we can take it in beautiful new directions. And so I decided to go back and study this more. And I got my doctorate in nursing science. I'm just so grateful to be part of this project. My dad was a veteran with 100% PTSD, and I worked for the Department of Veterans Affairs for over 18 years myself. So I'm very happy to be here with you. So, did something come to mind for you, Grace?
Yes. The thing that has been stressing me out right now is I've got so much going on my plate. I feel like I'm not doing anything very well at all. I'm failing at everything. I'm feeling very failure driven right now.
Okay. So, if I have it correctly, if I understand you correctly, you've got a lot going on in your life. And so it creates some sense of overwhelmment. And you can slip in easily to feel like a failure or a struggle. And you like to turn the volume on that. Would you like to reduce those emotions of the frustration or the anger? We can roll it all up into one and move it forward. Okay. So you see here for our audience that there is the tapping points. You don't see Grace with me because she's not in the screen with us, but I can see her. So I want to let you know that. All right. So what would you say is the distress level? It's a very subjective level of distress, with 0 being the lowest and 10 the highest.
Right now I would say probably
A 6? Is that what we're
7.
7? Okay. All right. So let's begin and see where we end up in just a few short minutes. On the side of your hand, it's almost as if you're making a karate chop exercise from the martial arts. And we're going to tap on that spot and just repeat after me. Even though I have so many things piling up on me,
So many things coming up.
I've got such a big to-do list,
I've got such a big to-do list.
and it makes me so frustrated and anxious.
It makes me so frustrated and anxious.
And I start even to feel like a failure.
And I start even to feel like a failure.
I deeply and completely accept myself,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
even though
Even though
my crazy life is adding all this stress on me.
my crazy life is adding all this stress on me.
And here I'm doing this crazy tapping thing
And here I'm doing this crazy tapping thing
to reduce this stress and move forward with it.
to reduce this stress and move forward with it.
And I feel so anxious,
I feel so anxious.
and feelings of failure even sneak in on me.
And feelings of failure even sneak in on me.
I deeply and completely accept myself,
I deeply and completely accept myself.
even though I have so much to do,
Even though I have so much to do.
and it doesn't feel good inside when I think about it.
And it doesn't feel good inside when I think about it.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
I deeply and completely accept myself.
Now let's start going around the eyes and these other points. I've got so much to do.
I've got so much to do.
How did this ever happen?
How did this ever happen?
It keeps happening to me.
It keeps happening to me.
I recognize this feeling
This feeling
of frustration,
this feeling of frustration,
this feeling of anxiousness.
this feeling of anxiousness.
And I even start to feel like a failure.
I even start to feel like a failure.
Under the nose. Oh, I hate when this happens.
I hate it when this happens.
And it seems to happen more and more.
It seems to happen more and more.
Why is all this happening to me?
Why is all this happening to me?
Oh, I feel so frustrated.
I feel so frustrated.
I have so much to do.
So much to do.
This sensation can stay,
The sensation can stay
or it can go.
or it can go.
This sensation can stay,
The sensation can stay
or it can go.
or it can go.
And now on the cuticle areas. I've got so much to do.
I've got so much to do.
This keeps happening to me.
This keeps happening to me.
I get so anxious.
I get so anxious.
I get so frustrated.
I get so frustrated.
And then I start to feel bad about myself.
And then I start to feel bad about myself.
I've got so much to do.
I've got so much to do.
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 And I'm doing this crazy tapping thing.
I'm doing this crazy tapping thing.
Maybe it'll help.
Maybe it'll help.
Okay, take a breath. Check in with your body again. Are you still at a 6?
No. I would say probably at a 5 now.
A 5. Okay. Let's do it again. Even though,
I do need to get going though.
pardon?
I do need to get going. This is I have
15 minutes.
12:30. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, but
Well-
even in those 2 or 3 minutes, like my number went down. Like there was immediate rush of emotion, and then like it went down just in those few minutes.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Grace, thank you for being my participant on this.
Mhm.
And I
Thank you,
encourage
Janice.
everyone to try this very simple method.
Yep, it works. It totally works. Yep. Thank you,
Thank you.
Janice.
Bye-bye.
Bye.